So this is a direct continuation of that last video because I was just plugging in the camera and it popped out. So now we're live here. So now let's write all these things down. So deliveries. Drive. Drop-offs. Excuse me. Drop-offs. Word cruise. So deliveries equals love plus love. So here's the final four letters in deliver, which equal love. And that's so glaring because those are the final four letters in drive. But the most important thing is the grand total of these letters, which equals love. I'm just going to pinch in a little bit here so we're maximizing, we're kind of, that's good, that's fine. So, and then best of all is you've got 27, what's most obvious, you've got 27 plus 27. So here's 27 plus 27, so this is love. And then in this case, it's sliced in half, just like the word love, to get the 27, 27 like this. It's V-E and I-R, it's the same letters in both cases, of course, equals love. And now what's really astonishing that I got in my mind here is that deliveries, that love at the center gets flanked in love on the outside. And you can find cluster in nines, okay? So for example, VE is 27 999. I is 9, R is double 9, making another 999. Then you've got DE, which equals 9. You've got a 9 right here. And then 12 plus double 12 is 36, which is a quadruple of 9s. Okay? So you've got 36 plus 9 plus another 9 equals 54 equals love. Amazing. So deliveries equals 108 equals worship equals love plus love, and you can find the two loves. Just like you can in the word worship. I've just proven mathematically that doing deliveries is an act of love, and it's also an act of worship, which is always love. Worship is, of course, loving God, the greatest commandment. So, there you go. So deliveries is love wrapped in love. Love plus love. Deliveries equals worship. You can find the two loves. So that's awesome. And that's what I do right now. I'm doing newspaper deliveries. That's what I did this morning when we got the revelation of blossom trees equals love, 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 and full moon equals love, love. Finding all four 27s, and we got the revelation that a crescent moon to a full moon is a C plus an O, goes from those two shapes. Silver moon, watch the other video. So deliveries, drive. It's amazing. And so the word drive has the same ending as deliver for love. And then a driver would just add another double line, and then this D in front will knit together with all sorts of other things. So what else is there? There's drop-offs. What's cool about the word drop-offs is you've got all these letters divided by 3, and then you've got 3 plus 1s in pitchfork formation that make a multiple of 3. And then, so let's find love in drop-offs, because deliveries are also called drop-offs. Dropping something off. Who doesn't love, it's like Christmas, it's like, Santa Claus, something dropped on your doorstep. Who doesn't love something dropped off that is an object of desire? Just dropped off at your door. Something that you want is just dropped off in the night. I mean, it's just like, we need to get back to this. I want to see more people getting into, like, you know what, when revival comes and there's real exciting news and there's positive news and there's God ordained news and there's church news on the cover of the newspapers, I'm like, I want to see physical newspapers delivered to people. Okay, so drop-offs. So let's find love in drop-offs. That's what God is leading us to do. Like, oh, look at this. So we got perfect symmetry already because you get 39 from these 3 plus 1s, and then you need another 15. Well, that's obvious. Choose the O right here. And then you've got perfect symmetry. Rooks. In fact, this is 8 pieces. This is like the 8 royal pieces of the chessboard. You've got 8 letters. Well, we just captured the 2 rooks and the king and the queen in the center. Perfect. Okay. And then these 4 letters all divide by 3. So you've got one love right there in beautiful symmetry. Just draw a heart quickly for the 54 equals love. And then you've got, what do we have left? We've got 33 plus 12 makes 45. That's really special because love is 54. So you got 54 plus 45, that equals 99 perfectly. Drop-offs. That's exactly 9 points less than deliveries, and of course it's all about the number 9, which is the building block of the word love. I mean, L-O, 999, V-E, 999. So we've just proven mathematically in a 1-2 punch that all deliveries and drop-offs are done in the name of love to the glory of the Triune God, who is love and created these things before the foundation of the universe. So, good night. And you can find 27s, like this is really cool. These 3 letters make 27, 3 times 3 times 3, and these letters make 33. So all the letters that divide by 3 individually make 60 exactly. Plus these 3 that knit together make 39. 60 plus 39 is 99. Just the more you look, the more cool it is. You know, you can focus on 9s, you know, R double 9, OOF, you know, 36 divided by 9, and then a 6 on top. So 99 composed of love equals 54, plus the remainder is 45. Well, the shining star is, of course, 9 in all this, which glorifies love. Because 9 is a triple of 3s. To the glory of the Trinity. Deliveries, and then deliveries and drop-offs both not divide by 9, differing by 9. Deliveries is 9 points higher than drop-offs. And amazingly, in this whole newspaper world, what happens is all the carriers, myself, we go to the drop-off site, where there's the big bundles waiting for all of us. We pick them up from the drop-off site, and then we do the individual deliveries. Well, I testify that the individual deliveries are more special and more glorious than the drop-offs. Because the individual deliveries, which is the humblest, what many would call the humblest leaf node on the tree, that's where the customer reaches the employee. That is the end. I mean, if the carrier doesn't exist, that product does not get into the hands of the customer. Okay? And I want to see massive, massive changing in the way people think about job valuation and the least. God always ordained the glory to be in the least of everything. So, deliveries. The one who does the deliveries is even higher in glory than the one who does the drop-offs. Wow! But the drop-offs come first. You can't have one without the other. Someone has to do the drop-offs, and then the individuals have to do the deliveries to the customer. And what happens in that delivery is what the customer sees when they open their door. That paper could be strewn across the lawn. Technically it's a delivery, but it's not a very happy delivery. Okay? That paper could be like, I have one customer that I call the triple scoop, because they get daily the Vancouver Sun, the Province, and the Globe and Mail. Daily. I call them the triple scoop. They gave me a $50 tip at Christmas time. Okay? You know, partially because I delivered the triple scoop with 3 Christmas-colored chocolate kisses the night before Christmas in perfect fashion, squared against the doorstop, and it was just like the most heavenly thing you could open the door to. But anyways, okay, so the triple scoop customer, I give them the 3 papers, stacked nicely, perfectly, pushed right up against the doorstop, squared perfectly against the door. And it's just like, open the door, hallelujah. Here's this pile of knowledge just sitting there at your convenience. But the drop-offs, so this is how it works. So I live in Langley, so I take my Toyota Matrix, I drive down 200th, left on Logan Avenue. You can solve all this stuff. It's going to be cool once my whole life story gets revealed and people are like following my footsteps and like coming and scooping up more gems and like, man, so this is where he drove, and like, man, look at the threes that he missed here. You know, I drive by Planet Laser. It's like, you know, you'll pass Rob's Furniture, which divides by 3. Rob's equals love. Who knew? And so anyways, you'll pass the Cactus Club Cafe, which I've gone to multiple times, and I did a bunch of videos for the number 3. And Chapters Bookstore divides by 3. Oh, look at all the 3s Derek missed. Well, I just left some behind intentionally for the children to follow. So what I do is I go down Logan Avenue. I arrive at the drop-off site where there's newspaper carriers. Okay, so the newspapers get dropped off in big bundles. Man, you can do all sorts of math and all. And then you pick them up, and then you do the deliveries. So first there's drop-offs, then there's deliveries. Drop-offs, 99. Deliveries, 9 points higher. In the name of love. I might have to get into the drop-offs thing. Maybe, you know, that might happen at some point if God leads me to continue in this for a certain amount, whatever. But drop-offs plus deliveries, then add them together, you get 207, which is the same thing. That's the first thing God created, is light in Hebrew, which is 207, the 3 digits add to 9, and it's 9 times 23, which is 9 times the 9th prime. That's the combination of drop-offs plus deliveries. And just love coming through it. And then it's all, you know, drive, and so, okay, that's intense, as it should be. But I love that the actual deliveries are the most glorious. And then, of course, to do all the deliveries, you need a lot of delivery drivers. Delivery drivers divides by 3. And again, you've got the 3 plus 1s in there. Because this whole context divides by 3, and then y is plus 1. This is a plus 1 from drive, and s on the end of drivers is plus 1. So you get plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 makes multiple 3, so delivery drivers divides by 3. And there are many delivery drivers, obviously, in order to distribute all the newspapers to everyone in the province of British Columbia. And all the countries and nations of the world. Perfect. This was solved. Okay, so this was solved March 16th, 2015 at 7:23 a.m. So God is leading us to find 54 equals love, and in particular 9s and 27s, composition of the word love, in all the words and phrases that we are solving. He's leading us. He always reminds me. It's like, find love. In fact, just those 2 words he'll say to me, find love, because find and love both divide by 3. Okay? Find is 9 plus double 9 plus 6, okay? 33. Find equals 33. Love, 54. Find love equals truth. Find love in all of everything. Find 54. And then you do the math on the string 54. It divides by 3 if you follow, okay? Watch those videos where it's all on the internet. It's all up there. All the videos where we discovered that all numbers converge to 240. Just watch it, you'll get it. So, what else? Drive, cruise. So, let's quickly find love in cruise, for example. Cruise, well, it's really easy. I mean, who doesn't love the word cruise? We're going on a cruise. Well, you're doing that in the name of love. You know? And I'll prove it to you right now. Who doesn't love to cruise down the highway? Who doesn't love a cruiser on the beachfront? One of those California bikes, they're called cruisers. Who doesn't love that? Everyone loves the word cruise. It's a sense of sublimeness, peace, tranquility, and journey, purpose. Cruise, watch this, 27. There's your first 27. And grade 1 children can do this math, and they will do this math. And then there's your RI, which is 9 plus double 9, 27. And then you've got U left over, which is 21 simple set of threes. So I always call this the cherry on top. First you find love, you find the 54, ideally composed of 9s and 27s. And then all the threes that are left over are just like cherries on top. It's like the over and above. That's who God is. Oh, here's love. Oh, here's love again. And then here's some cherries on top. Here's some extra threes for you. So that it's always this feast of threes. It's always this beautiful abundance. It just occurred to me that you should say cherries, plural, on top. Because cherries on top divides by 3, whereas cherry on top does not divide by 3. There it is again. God always puts a lot of cherries on top. A lot divides by 3. Of divides by 3. A lot of cherries on top. And you can say a lot of cherries on the top. Cherries on the top. Red divides by 3. So red cherries on the top. Red cherries on top. You need to put multiple cherries on top. If you just put one cherry on top of my sundae, I am honestly not satisfied. I don't serve and worship a one-person God. I serve and worship a three-person God. I want to see 3 red cherries on top. Then I'll be satisfied. Then I'll say, yes, my God is plural. Yes, my God is the God of abundance. Yes, my God is the Trinity. Yes, yes, yes. It feels good to say it 3 times. Yes, 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 I need cherries on top. Don't give me one cherry on top. I need cherries on top, because cherries on top divides by 3. Cherry on top does not divide by 3. And I'm sure we can find love in cherries on top. Feels good to preach. Okay, so cruise is love plus 21. So this is what I'm saying. This is a perfect example. Cruise plus 21. Then you can talk about a cruiser, like I said. That adds another double 9 to the party. Now you've got love plus 39. So you got more cherries on top of the love we already found. Okay? Cruiser. We're going on a cruise. Well, thank you for glorifying the Triune God when you confess that. How was your cruise? Oh, thank you for glorifying the Trinity when you said that. Did you happen to thank Jesus when you went on that cruise? Oh, you didn't. Oh, because you weren't taught this in school. Well, it's that simple, isn't it? It's that simple. You weren't fed this knowledge as a child. What a shame. So, cherries on top. So, just cruise, there. We're just taking the glory for every single cruise in the history of the universe. It's a very expensive word. Seems like everyone wants a piece of the word cruise. It's a multi-trillion-dollar word, of course. You take the word cruise out of the travel industry, all of a sudden people go nuts. They're like, what? We can't use the word cruise anymore? That's like our multi-million-dollar word. I mean, that's how we sell all the honeymoon packages. That's how we get everyone on these boats. They're called cruise ships, don't you know? Well, God ordained that. Okay, so now cherries on top. Cherries on top. We went to Baskin Robbins because that divides by 3. And okay, now cherries on top. Deliveries. That's so cool. Deliveries. Drop-offs. A handoff. A handoff. Hey, the handoff. In track and field, we used to do the relay race. I think we called it the handoff. I think we called it the handoff. A good handoff, we would say. Or you would say passing the baton. Passing batons, plural, divides by 3. There's the plural again. Anyways, but let's get, I'm just thinking of any other words. Deliveries, drop-offs. Wow, a handoff is 27 plus 27. That equals love. Out of my own mouth. Hand equals 27. Off equals 27. A handoff is 27 plus 27 equals love. A handoff. Here. I give you this delightful Scotch tape as a handoff. It's no longer mine. It has now been handed off to you. That is an act of love. The handoff. Handoff equals love. Get it off of my hands so that it's now an act of love. Whew. A handoff is love plus love. Handoff. And then so handing off divides by 3. Handed off. Hand off. I just hand off. You know, think of a relay race, which is an obvious expression of a team. The handoff is very important. Huh? Hand off, 27, 27. Love, defined. Enough said. Hand off. Anything else in deliveries or drop-offs? Just because that's what I'm actually doing these days, is deliveries. Just the word dropping. When I do the Langley Advance, I do a lot of dropping. Like I will just drop, but it's the act, D-R-O-P-P. Dropping adds to 99 perfectly. That's what I do. I run around dropping newspapers. It's simply dropping goods on people's doorstep. Kind of like Santa Claus. Well, actually, more appropriately, kind of like God does daily. Dropping gifts is what God does all the time. Dropping. Okay. That's pretty good. Anything else come to mind? Placements. Placements divides by 3, just like drop-offs and deliveries. I insist that we always push it higher and higher and higher. It's much more satisfying to stay in one area and push it to the extreme than it is to scatter thyself over shallow things abroad. Placements. And this parallels the word drop-offs because you've got a lot, you can do the +1 thing again. Okay? Where you've got 3 +1s and this is an obvious set of +1s because they differ by 3. 13, up to 16, up to 19. Obvious. So that's an average of 16 apiece, so they make 48 perfectly. And then lace, I know, divides by 3. And ent, the famous trio, divides by 3. Lace is 21. Ent is 39. Oh my goodness. These two combine to make 60. And now we have 108 equals worship equals love plus love equals deliveries. If you waited this long, see how you have to wait on the Lord? By the way, there's a beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm just catching. Look at this. You know, video. I love video. Let's just pause and look at this beautiful gold. Just so you can see. There, sun rising in the east. East divides by 3. It's just a beautiful, no video camera can do justice. It's a beautiful peach. Peach divides by 3. Beautiful sunrise this morning. East, of course, divides by 3. Sunrise divides by 3. Golden sunrise. Every word. Golden sunrise. You've got 57, 54, 51. Golden sunrise. And yes, it is a beauty. And beauty equals Jesus, equals Messiah, equals the King. So look, placements equals deliveries. Placements. Deliveries. You're placing that object of desire in a nice location for your customers to wake up and receive. And at Christmas time, I did chocolate kisses on the newspapers for the customers, placing the chocolate kisses on the newspapers. And for Valentine's Day, I also did chocolate hearts with a note that says, "The chocolate carrier strikes again." St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. I might do chocolate shamrocks. I might do chocolate shamrocks for the customers. Whatever God leads us to do, I'll probably be preaching on this. But placements equals deliveries. Find love. That's what we have to do. We have to find the two loves just like we did in deliveries. Placements. Look at the parallelism between placements and drop-offs. That's what I was seeing in my mind. +1, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. Pitchfork. Beautiful. And then look, just, oh man. Incredible. So let's find the two loves in placements, just like we did deliveries. Placements. Because you can do deliveries, you know, where you just, you could just throw that newspaper all over the front lawn. Or you could place that newspaper, snug up against the doorstop. It's a matter of artistic expression. Okay, so let's find the two loves in placements. Well, we could just go on these three guys that we already highlighted. That's 48 right there. We just need another 6 points on top, which we can grab from an A and E. That's already done. You can do it in multiple ways. And obviously you can use a computer to do this, but it's more pleasurable to use your mind. There's love number 1. And then you're left over with another 15 plus 39 equals love number 2. So placements is, once again, love plus love, the same thing as deliveries. Nothing escapes the eye of God. So when I, a newspaper carrier, make a decision to go out and buy chocolates for each of my customers, printing an official note on my printer, cutting them all out, doing them all nicely, taping them together, placing them carefully for Valentine's Day for all of my, 120, newspaper customers. Only one customer gave me a couple of shortbread Valentine's Day cookies, in return. But that's not the point. The whole point is Jehovah God is watching everything and records everything and is rewarding everything, and He's the only one you need to please. So, and I'm sure you can do better than that on placements. Like you can aim for 9s and 27s and such. For example, like M-E, make double 9. The word ace equals 9. So right off the bat, you could find yourself a 27 right here. These 5 letters all sit next to each other make 127. You've chosen all the lowest value letters, which is leaves you in a weird position for the rest. P and T make 36. That's another multiple of 9. And then L and S makes 45, final multiple of 9. So you haven't found, you didn't find 54, but I'm just showing you other ways you can do it. I think that's fine. We sound love plus love placements. Okay, we were going to solve cherries on top. Is there anything else? The word gift, of course, is 27 plus 9, 36 plus another 6, 42. Okay. Let's just quickly solve cherries on top. When you do deliveries, you're aware of a gate and a fence, typically. Gate equals fence equals 33. It's wonderful how you just get gems everywhere, and whatever it is that God has ordained you to do in life. So next up is cherries on top. Let's just zoom. No, that's actually on the board. Cherries on top. So cherries on top. How I did this, and then put the word red in front because that is king. This is how I did this in my mind. I know that these are both +2. I know that n is +2, so I put those guys together. And then I know that this is all 3's, and I know that top divides by 3. Okay? So cherries, plural, on top. The word hen, so let's just jump to the grand total. N plus 22, 27. Hen equals 27, that's cool. 27 plus another 27, 54. I've already found love number 1. There's love number 1. Oh my goodness, plus another, so this is 27. Plus another 18 is 45, plus a 36 is 81. You can easily find another love, so 81 plus 54 is 135 plus final. Oh wow, cherries on top equals 150 perfectly. So there you go. I've just proven mathematically that God is 3 persons, and He prefers that He would give you cherries on top as opposed to just a single cherry on top, because He's generous and He's 3 people. So cherries on top divides by 3, making 150 perfectly, and the number of letters divides by 3. See that? See, if you only had 1 cherry on top, the total wouldn't divide by 3, the number of letters wouldn't divide by 3, and it just wouldn't be satisfying. If I get a banana split, and someone just has 1 red cherry on the top, I'm like, oh, how nice of you. But if I get a banana split, and there's 3 red cherries perfectly spaced on top, I say, you gorgeous piece of love. I want to kiss you like crazy. Because they're obviously in tune with God. So, cherries on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 13 letters, which glorifies the number 3. Beautiful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Beautiful. And if you had cherry, 11 letters, it does glorify the number 3 because it boils directly down 3 by the law of prime. But cherries is clearly superior, and then when you add red, it bumps up to 177. Okay. So cherries on top perfectly. And then as for banana split, that's easy. The S is +1 in front of plit. And then if you have S on the end, this is banana 33. Plit is 36 plus 48 plus 9, 57. Nice. That's very easy. Split, that's so cool. So plit is 888 by the law of prime. Split is quadruple 8. Split is 5/8. Genius. Don't forget the glory of 8s. I could preach on that for a while, but okay, so that's awesome. Placements equals deliveries. What is newspaper again? 42 plus 3375 plus 2499 plus 18. Newspaper is 117. Let's find love in newspaper, because that's what I'm delivering. I have to do this. This will be a good... And, oh, I need to find love in carrier as well, because, well, that's easy. You got 3 R's, that equals love. And you've got another 9 plus another 9. Carrier is the easiest word to find love in. Love your carrier. Trust me, God will bless you. RRR, 18, 18, 18, 99, equals love, and then you've got I equals 9, and the rest of the letters, the 3 letters make another 9. So carrier is 99, plus 9 plus 9. In the name of love, I am a carrier. I am a newspaper carrier. I'm also a newspaper boy. I plan on being a newspaper. Okay. You should be as young as possible. Okay, so where are we going to fit this? In between the lines. That divides by 3. In between the lines. Okay, so we are going to write here newspaper. Newspaper. Well, we already know it equals mathematician, but now we want to find the two loves plus the cherries on top, the 9 points, which is 3 times 3, which is cherries on top. Okay. So, how shall we find the love in newspaper? 42 plus 12 is possible. We got a lot of high value letters in here. 33 plus 11, we could go 42. Well, technically, it would be great if we could pull out a 9, but I see we cannot do that. I would suspect that what you want to do in this case is you want to put this word together with newspaper carrier right off the bat, and that would bump you up to 189, whence you could find 3 loves in there, plus an additional half a love, which is 27 perfect cubit 3. That would be a very good thing to do. A newspaper carrier, you can find love, 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 plus half a love. Okay? Because I can already see that you cannot shave off a pure and simple 9 from the word newspaper to leave yourself with 108, thereby enabling you to find 2 other loves from that. Okay, so the most love you're going to be able to find in a single newspaper is 1, but this is meant to knit together with other things like the names of the newspaper, like the province newspaper, you know. Okay, but newspaper carrier is literally love, 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 and half a love. Love, 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 half a love. So here's love number 1, if I may. Okay, here's another 9, here's another 9, here's a double 9. But you would knit together these low value letters with those in newspaper and use a computer to do it, and you'll easily find the love, love, love plus half a love. Okay, there you go. Alrighty. Right. Okay, so that's pretty good. Pretty satisfied with that. So awesome. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that.